NFL kickoff is right around the corner. Ahead of Sunday, let's show the 13 former Razorbacks that made the cut for 53-man rosters. We'll kick it off with Hunter Henry, tight end for the Los Angeles Chargers. Henry was a superstar at Arkansas, winning the 2015 Mackey Award for the best tight end in the nation. For a couple months this offseason, Henry was the highest paid tight end in the NFL, playing under a franchise tag. Henry is the #1 tight end for the Chargers and a popular fantasy football pick. The 6'5" pass catcher missed all of 2018 with a torn ACL, and in 2019, he finished with 652 yards despite missing 4 games. Henry could be poised for a big year if he stays healthy. Next, we have Jason Peters, offensive tackle for the Philadelphia Eagles. One of the biggest headlines for former Razorbacks this offseason was Peters re-signing with the Eagles to play right guard. The future Hall of Famer and 9-time Pro Bowler had been at left tackle his entire career. However, with Andre Dillard suffering a season-ending injury, Peters is now set to start at left tackle again. Next up, we have GREENLAW, San Francisco 49ers linebacker. An injury thrust GREENLAW into a key role during his rookie year in 2019. Not only did he make the Super Bowl, but GREENLAW made one of the most memorable tackles of the whole season. In Week 17, he stopped Jacob Hollister just shy of the goal line as time expired to secure the #1 seed in the playoffs. Coming into year 2, GREENLAW is ranked by Pro Football Focus as the NFL's 24th best linebacker. MCTELVIN AGEEM, defensive tackle for the Denver Broncos. The first Arkansas player taken in the 2020 NFL Draft, AGEEM was selected in the 3rd round by Denver and is expected to play a backup role this season. RAGNOW, center for the Detroit Lions. Last season, RAGNOW posted the 2nd best run blocking grade at the position. He only allowed 2 sacks and 15 starts despite snapping the ball to 3 different quarterbacks. RAGNOW has a good chance to become a first-team All-Pro this season. TREY Flowers, defensive end for the Detroit Lions. A 4-year veteran and 2-time Super Bowl champ with the Patriots, Flowers enters his 2nd year with Detroit. In his debut season as a Lion, he racked up 7 sacks. Flowers has averaged 7 sacks a year over his career. Jeremy Sprinkle, tight end for the Washington football team. Sprinkle ended up starting 13 games for Washington last year, playing 600 snaps. Known for his blocking more than his pass catching, he's sure to see the field a lot this year. Armon Watts, defensive tackle for the Minnesota Vikings. Although he made Minnesota's 53-man roster as a rookie, Watts was inactive for the first half of last season. He finished with 1.5 sacks and 1 forced fumble. This season, he's one of 5 defensive tackles on Minnesota's roster. DEATRICH Weiss Jr., defensive end for the New England Patriots. Weiss posted a strong pass rushing grade last season, and now reports out of camp are saying that he's had a really strong offseason. Cameron Curl, free safety for the Washington football team. Despite being picked in the 7th round of the 2020 NFL Draft, Curl made Washington's 53-man roster, beating out veteran Sean Davis. According to reporters, Curl has flashed throughout camp. FROHOLDT, guard for the New England Patriots. A 4th-round pick in 2019, FROHOLDT was forced on season-ending IR last year due to a shoulder injury. Now healthy, FROHOLDT is on the roster and will likely be the Patriots' backup center and right guard. CODY Hollister, wide receiver for the Tennessee Titans. Hollister spent most of last year on the Titans' practice squad, but ended up on the roster late and caught a few passes. Hollister is now one of 6 receivers on the Titans roster. Randy Ramsey, outside linebacker for the Green Bay Packers. He was a defensive end at Arkansas and after going undrafted, spent his rookie year on Green Bay's practice squad. Ramsey is now one of 5 outside linebackers to make the roster cut for the Packers.